From MegaHouse, we have here Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell. This is part of the Gals series. You may have heard of that series because you may have heard of like the Naruto Gals, the Dragon Ball Gals. Just to make it simple, the Gals series focuses on the female form and a lot of the female characters in many of these animes and shows. One thing that's very different about the MegaHouse series compared to some of the other figures, of course, is the most obvious thing: price. It's much more expensive, but you get what you pay for here. Not only do you get a very pretty box to put on your shelf to keep around, but also you're going to notice a lot more attention to detail here. You're going to notice that there'll be different textures, better attention to the different types of gloss on different things like the clothing and the skin. You're also going to see a lot more airbrushing here, so the shading and the details are going to be much more true to life. So anyone who's really into a particular anime and wants to get a lot of detail in a figurine, you definitely want to check out the MegaHouse Gem series or the Gals series if you're looking to get the best shelf display out there. So we have her all unboxed here and on her display stand. Some things to note about the display stand, besides it being a very clean, clear-looking acrylic plastic here. We do have the Ghost in the Shell logo down in here, as well as she is actually balanced and socketed on both feet here. So this foot here is actually socketed as well as this one, so she's very well balanced despite her pose. Another thing you can notice is her jacket. Has a very high gloss on this. It gives a lot of realism to sort of the fabric that she's wearing, as it definitely contrasts from a lot of the other clothing. You're also going to notice a lot of the detailed airbrushing here on her pant legs where the creases are, so to add that ultra realism. And another thing to note is that like many of the figures in this lineup and other lineups, any of them that are holding certain weapons, or in this case a gun, a lot of times parts of their hand will unsocket to allow you to get that in there, so you don't pose a risk of breaking a piece. In this case, her actual thumb does unsocket, so the gun will be easier to place in her hand and it goes right back in. Just one thing to note is, of course, if you're packing her up, make sure that thumb is in there securely. That's something that's very easy to lose, so just keep your eyes on it.